Hello everyone, this is Carmelo from Chimeras Comics and Chimeras Customs, here today with another action figure review. We have the Spider-Man 2099 from the Sandman Build-A-Figure wave. I brought this for Nicholas as a gift because he had said that he'd wanted it, predominantly because of the awesome costume design. I gotta tell you, start by saying, I think Spider-Man 2099 has a really cool looking costume. I don't know that it's a great design, but it looks really neat. And I thought, why are they changing his costume? You know, why try to improve on that? It worked. All of which is to say, this costume is also awesome. I'm not sure which I like better because I kind of grew up with the other Spider-Man 2099 costume, but this is great. I think the red, white, and blue looks great. I think the patterns look futuristic and techy and still make that spider. The increased number of angles make him look a little more threatening and scary, which is something I always associated with Spider-Man 2099 because he had the Talons, you know. I think this costume design is great and it translates to the figure very, very well. This is the standard, I think, standard superhero body sculpt that Hasbro has been using. It's a little beefier than the black Spider-Man I showed you in my last review. I think it's a little bit more heroic in its build, which is fine. 2099 is a different guy. It's, you know, I remember the early days of Spider-Man Classics where they were just repainting the same figure over and over again, and we were happy to have it because it was the first 6-inch superposable figure of its kind. Now we've got a little more options. The Talons are separate pieces, and they're in there real firm, which I like. The paint apps are actually really cool because the white has this kind of matte texture, and the red has a gloss and metallic sheen to it, which is very, very cool and would be very hard to do with such precision as a custom. Of course, we could do it, but this comes out of the package looking pretty nice. I guess on the downside column, the rest of it is just dark blue plastic. I think there's some room for some dry brushing or washes to kind of bring out those muscles a little bit more. But the dark blue looks really good against the bright, bright white and the metallic red. So I won't spend a lot of time on the muscles or the figure articulation because this is the standard body sculpt, except to praise it once more as a great way to both maintain the articulation as well as maintain the physical structure of the character. You've heard me complain before about the super round ball joints that we used to have in the shoulders and hips of the old Marvel Legends. And the shoulders were somewhat forgivable, but man, as I look at those old figures, they've got spaghetti legs because those little balls just don't give the legs the structure they need, and then they kind of have this weird bump out of the hip. Not so with the bean-shaped hip that these figures come with. So overall, I think you could pass on this if you don't know or care about this character, but if you're a Spider-Man fan, I would grab it because this costume is freaking cool as hell. Thanks very much for watching. We have a cool Spider-Man short film, Spider-Man vs. the Shocker, that we'll link to in the comics. Hopefully you'll give it a watch. Nicholas is continuing to expand his filming and his filmmaking, so he started a new YouTube channel I hope you'll subscribe to called Nick's Picks, and our fan films and our original short films will be coming from that channel from now on. And my first original graphic novel, Magnificent, is coming out this fall, so stay tuned for more info and follow us to keep up to date. Thank you.